guys, this is Scrappy Stuffy. This mess that you see before you is the last of my destash lots. This is lot number 3. I'm entitling it Tools of the Trade. There's some miscellaneous tools in here. There's punches, there's stamping gear, blocks, whatnots. So I'm going to get right into it. This is like the 5th time I've made this video, believe it or not, for one reason or another. So I'm hoping it's going to be the last. I am selling this box. This is coming in a medium flat rate box. It's going to go for $35 shipped, and it is US only, PayPal only. And if you are interested, please leave an email below or leave me a comment below. Send me a message, private message, but leave a comment and let me know that you're going to send the message, because sometimes my notifications don't always work on those. So without further ado, I'm going to try to get through this. I've got it all kind of laid out here, but let me just show you what's going to be in this box. I've got a Tim Holtz Alterations Mover and Shapers. This is the lock and the key. I've never used this. I tried to use it, but I didn't realize that you actually have to have the base tray. And I don't have the base tray, and I don't foresee myself ever getting the base tray. So, yeah, this is going to go in there. I've had it too long to return it, so can't take it back to Tuesday morning. I've got a 12-inch acrylic block. This is great for borders. I've actually never used it. It's great for borders, or if you've got long words for a 12 by 12 layout. I've also included in here just a smaller little square. I think it's probably a 2 or 3 inch square acrylic block. I've got some inks in here. This is the Opalite, the pigment ink pad called Cypress Frost. Let me see if I can pull this page out that I've put a little bit of this on. Can you see this? Can you guys see that? See that shimmer right there? Right in that bottom corner? That's what this does. It is a white, kind of a clear opaque ink, but it just puts a shimmer on everything. It's actually really very pretty. It's pretty wet, I think. These two are pretty wet. I dabbed them on here just to see. These are pigment inks. That's the blue and the brown. And those are great for embossing. And then I'm also including this color box pedal point. I got this at Tuesday morning. I really like these. If you haven't used these, let's see if I can get it unlocked here. This is great for taking this out and inking around edges or getting into tight corners. I have not used it for actual inking images to stamp. The inks, to me, they're not, I don't think they're really deep enough to hold enough ink to get good stamped images. So I have used them for inking around edges. I've stamped them on here just so you could see the colors. Now, the grape is dry. It was actually dry when I bought it. But I got such a good deal on it at Tuesday morning. I think I only paid $6.99 for it at Tuesday morning. And if you have bought these, I think they're about $18 when you buy them retail. So I got such a good price on it, I really didn't care that the grape was dry. The rest of them, these two, this one is still pretty inky. This one's still pretty inky. These two are okay. So, and they're dye inks. I should tell you they're dye inks. So, anyways, I'm going to put those in there. I've got a lot of punches. I'm going to put these two little doodad punches. You've got a heart. Punches in like that, and then the music note. I've got a Fiskars embossing punch. This side embosses, this side punches. Put them together and you get that image. I've got a Fiskars 3-corner punch, 3 different designs. See if you can see that. I've got another Fiskars punch. Trying to go through this quickly because, like I said, this is the 5th time that I've done this video. I've got another Fiskars border punch. I find that this works best. It's got a really tight spring. So I have found that this works best with lightweight paper. If you're going to use like heavier cardstock, you really have to kind of stand up and give it a pressure. It's got a real tight spring on it. This is Creative Memories. You've got a 1.5 inch and a 1.25 inch size blocks. This works really well. And then I've got an EK Success. It's kind of a star pattern, and same thing with this. I found this works best when I stand up and really put pressure on it to punch. I've got some Tim Holtz grunge blocks. I don't think I've used anything out of this, and this is the alpha letters as well as the numeric, and then it's got the regular blocks. So there should be 6 sheets in here of this. And you can paint these, you can glitter them up, you can just, fussy cut paper, glue cardstock on it, and then use your X-Acto and cut it, whatever you want to do with those. I'm including Inkadinkado stamping gear. For any of you all that have not seen this stamping gear, let me move this out of the way here. I think probably everybody has seen it. You take one of these stamps, put it on your little thing here, and basically you have your stamp, you ink it up, and then you hold the wheel down and you make very pretty designs. And you can do them that way, or you can turn them around and do them that way, or you can do it on the outside of the circle. You can turn it that way. I've also got the smaller knob where you do the same thing, and it just creates really pretty patterns. And here's your little stamp thingamajig there. But you can also separately buy ovals, rectangles, squares that have the notches to use as well. I'm also including 4 of the stamp sets, the stamping gear stamp sets. So there's that one. That one. That one. And then this, I'm not positive that this is actually a stamping gear stamp set. It's Inkadinkado. But I am including it because I think the circles would look really pretty, kind of like a spirograph, like used to be. I got this a couple of days ago, or last week, I guess, in a grab bag, and it's Kelly Perky Second City. It's a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I've looked at these, and this is just not my style. This is not something I think I would use, so I'm going to pass it on. And then you've got the 6 by 12 sticker sheet, or 5.5 by 12, whatever it is. Same collection, Second City. And then last but not least, I've got a couple of paper pads, 12 by 12 paper pads. These have not been used at all. This is from Colorbach. This is actually a duplicate because I had bought this and then someone else had gifted it to me. So these are both kind of vintagey. Put these out here. None of these have been used. Just do a flip through here. This is my favorite. These old posters, like movie posters. Love that image down there. Then it's kind of an Asian theme. It's pretty. I like the script. And I really like this. The old alpha, the vintage alpha cards. Newsprint. There's some sheet music, and then I really like this, the pattern paper. So this is just a duplicate. I already have one of these. Don't need two. That's pretty. I like the postcards. Those are kind of neat. Not crazy about that. I really don't like this. The cameras are okay. I like the old Browning cameras. And then that's okay. And then I really love this blue crackled print. And then, and there's 50 sheets of that. And then the other is a 12 by 12 pad that I got the other day in a grab bag. And it has not been used. This is Maggie Holmes. And I couldn't find a name on it. Pretty sure I've seen this at Tuesday Morning. I like that ledger paper. Look how well you can see that. Can you see that? I like that. This is a really neat pattern right there. This when I bought the grab bag, or the grab box from Peachy Cheap, there was two 12 by 12 paper pads, and I have a plethora of paper pads. I do not need any more paper pads. I didn't need to keep the one that I kept, but because I got two of them, I kind of allowed myself to keep one, and I like that. So this was the one that, you know, I decided to part with. And truth be told, if I went through all of my paper pads, I could probably stand to part with a few more. But I tell myself that the ones that I keep, I really like that too. I tell myself that the ones I keep are the ones that I just can't live without. Well, here's the thing. Hang on, I'm going to show you all something. Okay, you see these two shelves? These are my 12 by 12 paper pads. Now, I realize in the grand scheme of things, this is probably a drop in the bucket compared to what a lot of crafters have. However, I only make cards. I do some altered books. I mean, I do make a few altered projects. I've done some albums, some mini books, but in the grand scheme of things, I make a lot of cards, make a few mini books. You know, I don't need all this paper. This is all paper down here, paper here. And this is actually not it. I also have some graphic 45 smaller pads in another area. And then I have 12 by 12 single sheets in another area. So this is why I do not need any more paper. Which explains why I am going to, even though I just got this last week, why I'm going to destash it. So, guys, this is my last destash box, probably for a while. And I have a giveaway box I'm going to be doing. As soon as I get to 500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway box. And but it's mostly new stuff that I've picked up. So, but this is probably the last one I'm going to do as far as destashing for a while. And if anyone is interested in this, again, it's $35 shipped, and it will come in a medium flat rate box that is packed to the hilt. If you have any questions, please feel free to no, don't call. Feel free to leave a note and leave a comment, and don't make fun of my big flabby arm as it's passing across the screen. And yeah, I just threw that in there. I think that's all I need to say. $30 or $35, US only, PayPal only. And if you have any questions, leave a note, leave a message with your email if you are interested. Thank you as always for watching, and have a good night. Thanks.